Hey guys, my name is If, Kenyan student at the ICT University Software Engineering, and in today's video I'll perform a certain number of tasks following specific scenarios. Let's go. I got a work. I have to assemble a PC for a small office following a specific order. I decided to make a video in order to share the experience. In this video, I use a 61H 2600 computer, which is a very old computer. What will be different in this video is that all the ease we have today to assemble a PC will not be present here. So, let's go. The order we are to use will be case, motherboard, CPU, RAM, power supply, and then the storage. Firstly, I am assembling the motherboard, which in this computer was divided into two main parts. Now I'm putting the CPU, the main part of the computer, central processing unit, and now I'm putting the RAM in the RAM slots. The RAM will enable video graphic display on the computer. Now I'm putting the PSU, the power supply unit, which is a very important part, which will enable the computer to turn on. So now I'm putting the fan, the cooling system, will enable air circulation and will keep the CPU and other components at the right temperature, connecting it to the motherboard. And now I'm putting the HDD, the storage, which is the last. Following our order, it is the last step. Now I'm putting the last part of the motherboard, which was containing like an extension for ports. Okay, now I'm putting the DVD ROM. Okay, connecting everything to the proper alignment of everything on the case. Okay, now everything is over. Now we can talk about the importance of some things. The importance of proper assembly and cable management. So assembly and cable management ensures proper airflow, reducing overheating risk, prevents loose connection that can cause system instability. It improves aesthetics and makes future upgrades of the computer easier. Now I'm just connecting cables like the SATA, the PATA, and the P1, P2 cables, which are connected to the power supply, the PATA cables connected to the storage. Okay, now I'm just ending by putting back the part of the case I removed in order to easily remove the ATX motherboard, and it's the end, and we can go to the next task. Thank you. Task 2 is all about troubleshoot and diagnose the computer which is not powering on. Okay, the first step, you have to verify your AC adapter is connected on the computer as well as on the extension or on the outlet fan on the wall. Try. If it is not working, you can change the outlet on the wall or change the area on the extension. If it's still not working, verify the adapter itself. If the adapter comes with light and it's not signaling when everything is well powered on, it means the problem comes from there. Let us continue. We can perform what we call a power reset by unplugging the computer, removing the battery, and press enter for 15 seconds. After pressing enter for 15 seconds, put back the battery, plug it back, and try. If your computer is on, good and fine. But if it's not on, it means the problem is a little more specific. You can inspect the motherboard and CPU, look for any visible damage, burn marks, building capacitor, remove unnecessary component, and test on the CPU. Test the RAM and other components. Listen for beep if your RAM has a speaker. Also, we can discuss about the common hardware issues. We have PC does not power on. What we are having, PSU failure, possible cause can be PSU failure, faulty power cable, and solution, replace the PSU and check the connection. No display output is another issue common, and possible cause can be RAM not seated properly or GPU issues. We see the RAM. Task 3 is all about upgrading the RAM of a computer and the installation of an SSD on a computer. Let's upgrade the RAM of this computer. The previous RAM of this computer is a DDR3 of 2 GB and want to upgrade it with a DDR3 of 4 GB. Important is that no force should be exerted on the RAM and just clip the RAM in the new RAM in. So the benefit of upgrading the RAM and storage, we have more RAM, improved multitasking and reduce lag in games. An SSD loads games and application much faster than an HDD. NVMe SSD offer faster speeds for gaming and system responsiveness. As seen shown, the RAM have been recognized with 4 GB and the task is done. Thank you. Okay, now for the SSD installation, we just take the SSD and clip it in the area where it is supposed to be. Put the screw if needed and close the computer and test. We just put an SSD of 512 GB and in my computer it was partitioned into two. If the computer recognizes it, you will see it will partition. Computer is running. Type the password and this proves that the computer recognized the HTTP. Welcome to task 4 of this video, which is all about installing an operating system either on the computer or using a VirtualBox. Okay, download required file of the VirtualBox and Kali Linux ISO files. Create a new virtual machine. Open VirtualBox and click on New to create a virtual machine. Name the virtual machine as you want. Set type Linux and version to Debian 64. Allocate at least 2 GB, 4 GB recommended. Create a virtual hard disk, at least 20 GB recommended. Attach the Kali Linux ISO. Select the virtual machine. Go to setting, go to storage. Click empty under controller IDE. Then click the disk icon and choose a disk file to load the Kali Linux ISO. Start the installation. First of all, you have to click on Start to boot the virtual machine with the ISO. Choose graphical installation or install, select language, location, keyboard, layout, partitioning and installation. After this, you have to partition. Choose guided, use entire disk, select the disk and confirm partitioning. Set a username and password. Select yes when asked to install grab bootloader. Complete the installation. That is after what is being done right now. Once installation finished, remove the ISO 5 installer setting, restart the virtual machine and log into Kali Linux and normally everything will be okay. Something you have to discuss about is the difference between various operating systems and the installation processes. I will take the time this is loading to discuss about it. Some operating systems are essential software, manages computer hardware and provides services from computer program. The most common and most popular, we have the Windows operating system. The key features, we have graphical user interface with the start menu, taskbar and Windows-based navigation. Support a wide range of applications for productivity software, even to games. Offers backward compatibility with older programs commonly used for gaming, business and consumer desktop. The installation processes, you have to download Windows ISO, create an installation media. You can use Refuse or the Windows Media Creation installation. Boot from installation media, select installation language and region, enter product key, partition the disk, install Windows, post installation setup. After installation setup, your account, configure privacy setting and update drivers. For the Linux is an open source. For the key features, highly customizable, strong command line, regularly used for several environments, and that's it. Okay, as you can see, the Linux is being launched. Kali Linux is being launched easily and prove that the task. Now we have to do the last task of this video, the sheet, which is talking about configuring a router and connect multiple devices like PC and printers to the network. Okay, so to do this, we will use the Cisco Packet Tracer. And for this task, you need a router, home router, and two computers plus a printer. Okay, so first of all, you have to configure the router with the Cisco packet tracer. Access router GUI, click the router, go to config tab, select wireless, set up wired LAN, Ethernet port. Under LAN setting, configure the IP address, configure the subnet mask and enable DHCP. If you don't want to enable it, you give a static IP address. Set up the Wi-Fi wireless LAN. Under wireless setting, SSID, Office, Wi-Fi, security mode, WPA2, and passphrase, secure password, one-way or whatever you want. Enable DHCP for wireless devices. Now you have to connect the devices. Wired device, use a straight-through cable to connect PCs and printers, and wireless device, select the Wi-Fi adapter on PCs, laptop, scan for office Wi-Fi and enter the password. As it is seen on the video, I've succeeded to connect all the devices to the router. Now we have to discuss about the difference between wired and wireless connection. Firstly, it is important to note that there are multiple differences between the two. First of all, under setup and installation, wired connection typically requires more setup time and can be messy due to the need of run cables between devices. Continuing installation involves plugging in cables from your device to a router or switch, which might require drilling holes for cable management in some cases. Less prone to issues during setup, assuming cables are properly connected. On the other hand, wireless connection generally easier and quicker to set up. You only need to connect the device to the wireless network by entering the correct Wi-Fi password. It is more prone to issues such as interferences, weak signals, more misconfiguration, but setup is still typically quicker. Concerning security, wired connection more secure than wireless connection since the signal doesn't travel through the air. It's harder for attackers to intercept or hack into a connection without physically access to the cables. Limited external threat and attackers will need to be physically close. Meanwhile, for wire connection, risk will be higher. So more of this information will be given in the documentation. Thank you for looking the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.